You were there last year in Regina for a playoff game. What is more difficult to deal with, the crowd or the weather?
I think they're both difficult. I hard to choose one. I think the combination is what makes it, playoff football so challenging, right? And that's why we want to, be able to do as much as we can to make it go through us, and yeah, it's gonna be difficult for sure.
Is there anything you can legitimately do out here in Vancouver to properly prepare for that?
Yeah, I think we practice with the crowd noise as much as we can so we can work on that operation. I think, you can hope for some miserable days. I think it's just more of whether it's rain or if it's cold or maybe it's a combination out here. You just want to have something that you're thinking about and you have to kind of put aside because that's the same thing. It's all mental. I think, Buck might have said that to you guys, but he said that to us this morning. It's all mental, and I think he's right.
Certainly a chance that Saskatchewan does some of the same things that Calgary did that proved successful in the last game. Doesn't look like Saskatchewan necessarily showed you a lot in the last regular season game. So what are the challenges of dealing with their defense and trying to be as productive as you were in the regular season?
Yeah, I think the unpredictability is part of it. They always have a good plan. I think Corey Mace is a very good defensive coordinator, good defensive mind, and he's going to have a plan for us, and he's going to have a really good scheme and strategy, and so we're going to have to figure it out. Obviously, they're going to be fresh as well. A lot of their guys haven't played a lot of meaningful snaps in a while, so they're going to be fresh, and they're going to be confident as they should be. They won the West, so I think that's a challenge in itself right there.
I remember seeing how dejected you and your teammates were in Winnipeg a couple years ago in the Western Final. Do you allow that to feel that to help spur the fire even more come Saturday?
I think you take those type of things as good learning opportunities. I think the environments are very similar. It was cold. I think it's probably going to be colder. It was colder a couple years ago, and it might also have been louder. And so you look at those situations and you try to learn from them best you can. Try to figure out where you went wrong and how you can be better. I also just look at it though, like, I got the first one out of the way, and I'm a lot healthier now than I was then. So that's certainly a good thing. So I think there's a lot of guys here too as well that have been in those environments before. So I don't feel like we're as much as the challenge is going to be. I don't feel like we're going into it blind.
You're talking to Gary. He's never been to a Grey Cup, and he talked about wanting to get there. I'm sure everyone in that room feels that way.
Yeah. I mean, that's been our goal since day one. That's why you play, right? It's because you have belief in that. So it's going to be a big challenge with these guys, and we're focused on that. But ultimately, we want to. This is exactly where we want to be.